What's something you saw as a kid but didn't realize was messed up until you were older? When I was 9, I thought I was the luckiest kid on my street because every Friday after school, my neighbor, Mrs. Keller, would invite me over to help her with what she called her little projects. She lived alone, big quiet house, always smelled like lavender. My parents loved her. She's so kind, my mom would say. It's good you're spending time with someone creative. Creative. That's what I thought it was too. Mrs. Keller had this old camera, one of those big ones, with lenses she swapped out carefully, like they were fragile treasures. She told me she used to be a photographer back in the day, and apparently I was her favorite subject. At first it felt fun. She'd brush my hair, adjust my clothes, move me into different spots around the house, stand by the window, turn your head just a little, smile but not too much. She said real photos weren't supposed to look too happy. I didn't understand that, but I listened anyway, because every time we finished, she'd hand me $10 and say, "You're a natural." $10 felt like a fortune back then, so I kept going every week. Then the rules started getting specific. I had to wear certain outfits. Nothing with logos. Nothing too bright. Simple as timeless, she'd say. Sometimes she'd give me clothes to change into. They photograph better. I didn't question it. Adults always knew more than kids, right? One day I brought my friend Emma with me. I thought she'd love it, but the moment we walked in, something felt off. Mrs. Keller smiled at her, but not the same way she smiled at me. It was tighter, evaluating. She handed Emma a dress to change into. Emma looked at it, then at me, then shook her head. "I think I'm gonna go home," she said quietly. After that, she stopped talking to me for a few days. I thought I'd done something wrong. I kept going alone, because Mrs. Keller made it feel like I was special, like I had something other kids didn't. On my 10th birthday, she gave me a small velvet box. Inside was a delicate necklace. "Don't tell your parents," she said softly. "They wouldn't understand our work." I nodded. That sentence didn't feel strange back then. It does now. The last time I went over, everything changed. I was standing in the living room, holding a pose she'd asked for, when the front door suddenly opened. A man walked in, her son. He froze when he saw me. Then he looked at the camera, at the clothes laid out, at his mom. "What is this?" he asked. His voice wasn't confused. It was sharp, angry. Mrs. Keller rushed to turn the camera off. "It's just photography." "No," he cut her off. "This isn't normal." I remember standing there completely still, like if I didn't move, I wouldn't get in trouble. He told me to go home, not asked, told. So I did. That night, my parents didn't let me go back. A few days later, police cars showed up outside her house. Boxes were carried out. Her curtains stayed closed after that. No more lavender smell drifting through the street. No more projects. For years. I didn't understand why. I just thought I'd lost something fun, something special. It wasn't until high school, during a class about boundaries and manipulation, that everything came rushing back. The gifts, the secrecy, the way she made me feel chosen, the way Emma knew something was wrong before I did. And suddenly, I wasn't in that living room anymore. I was seeing it clearly, for the first time. That night, I went home and opened an old box I hadn't touched in years. The necklace was still there. I held it in my hand for a long time. Then I walked to the trash can and dropped it in, because it wasn't a gift. It was a warning I was too young to understand. And the scariest part, nothing about it felt wrong, until I was old enough to realize it was.